quick on the heels of COVID, we saw just this burst of AI, right? How far into the conversation did I make it? We made it like 10 minutes before AI came up, right? And there's that balance that we have. So I'd be interested, Patsy or others, like this balance of the ubiquitous nature of having technology, AI, being cutting edge, being the first to do, or being in that like leading group, while some of kind of the more foundational needs of, the implementation, for me specifically, maybe the lack of privacy, being able to kind of keep up with that is one of the things that's a super interesting challenge in trying to make that balance happen.
I did very well for not mentioning AI because 99% of the meetings, have some AI within the first 5 minutes. But, we have that conversation too. And it's funny, we started, I think we've been doing online learning a lot, but AI is just a completely different thing now. So I do think, talking from colleagues, from all over the country, we're all at different spaces. It's kind of like the Wild West with what's going on with AI. And we, of course, we are a Microsoft school, and we have the lockdown, version of Copilot. But, in our shop, we've been actually doing some ongoing surveys of both students and faculty with looking at their perceptions and uses of AI. And Copilot is not the favorite. So we have one lockdown version, and people are all over the place with what they're using. So everyone's using, a myriad of products. So it's really kind of interesting what's going on. You mentioned privacy. And I think that with regard to AI, I think it really speaks to some of we need AI literacy infused in like every university, every college, because I think that's really the piece that this is one technology that is moving faster than anything that we've seen before. And so I think it's really hard. Higher education is, like a giant freighter. You can't move very fast, right? So we don't move quickly, with the exception, I think, the pandemic, and that was necessity. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard to control that. But I think there's a lot of conversations and a lot of things going on in that space in terms of how do we manage that, and how do we deal with privacy, and how do we deal with equity, how do we deal with the ethics, what should we be doing, what shouldn't we be doing. So and we're finding that students are very focused on particularly the ethics and the equity part of it. So, and I don't know if that's prior, somebody's put the fear of God into them about AI, but they are very in tune with that, and maybe afraid of getting in trouble. And then, many of the faculty, I think, need some serious guidance on what do we do, what do we teach. And, there is I think we have this thought that this is coming whether we want it here or not. And so we kind of have an obligation as educators. How do we make sure our students are prepared? Both, they've had the literacy involved, but they also understand how this is used in their individual disciplines. And we're frankly still trying to find that space where we're going. I think that's what we're doing right now. A lot of conversations about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, it's here, right? It's here. It's not coming, it's here.